Hi guys, if you're watching today, I just want you to know that my heart goes out to you if you have experienced a recent loss or even not so recent related to any type of pregnancy loss, miscarriage, or otherwise. My heart goes out to you. I want you to know that grief is not an easy thing to go through, and loss and grief, although it may feel hard to describe, is ambiguous, it's complicated, and have grace and gentleness with yourself, because my heart is with you and the child that you lost is still with you in spirit, and that's what this message is about. I want anybody who's going through this right now to feel the love, feel the healing from these messages from your child that may have been lost, known or unknown, and know that they are still in your heart guiding you, and they are still guiding you through spirit. So please focus on the cards and see which pile you're being drawn to. Pile number 1 has a butterfly charm. Pile number 2 has a tree of life, and pile number 3 has a rose. So take a moment and see which pile is calling out to you, and we will get started. Okay, pile number 1, here are your messages. I apologize for the shadows and the shakiness. I am doing this old school right now by holding my phone. I'm not using a tripod, so bear with me, but I'm hoping that these messages will bring you some peace, some guidance, and healing at this time. And please feel free to share with your loved ones as well, or anyone that may be suffering. We're going to start with an angel card. This is from the Archangel Oracle card deck, to see which angel is with you and your child right now. And you guys have Archangel Haniel, sensitivity. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. So Archangel Haniel wants you to honor these sensitivities. They want you to honor your grief, your loss. Some of you may feel like you should be over it already, or others around you may be wanting you to be, quote unquote, over it. The message here is telling you that no, you don't need to ever get over this. You know, losing a child is like nothing you've ever experienced before. I mean, losing any type of loved one is painful, but a child in particular, even if you never met that child in the physical world, even if they passed before you even met them, that type of loss is indescribable, and it stays with you. And they want you to be gentle and loving towards yourself, even if others don't understand, even if others want you to be okay. This message is saying it's okay to not be okay. You know, it's okay to feel what you're feeling. It's okay to be angry, to be sad, to be depressed at times. It's okay to not be ready to move on. And you know what? You don't ever have to truly move on, because that child, like I said, is going to stay with you. They are with you. That energy that they had, that you felt with you, even if they were never born, even if it was a miscarriage, okay? If it was a stillbirth, if it was, you know, an ectopic pregnancy or any other type of loss, if it was even the type of thing where you thought you were going to have a baby and then it didn't happen, you know, maybe with the adoption or surrogacy routes. Even if you were doing fertility treatments and you thought it was really going to work this time and then it didn't, that is still a type of loss. Okay, your energy attaches to the idea of this child that you want so badly. So no matter what type of loss you've gone through, this could have been, of course, the more tangible real life loss when the child is there and then suddenly they are gone. Okay, it can be any type of loss that you are going through. Whatever it is, they are still with you, and your connection to them is real, and your grief for losing them is real. And so allow yourself, okay? Archangel Haniel is connected to the moon energy, which represents our emotions. Some of you might be connected to the sign of Cancer, which is connected to the moon. So you may be feeling extra sensitive right now, or you may be just feeling connection to the moon cycle energy, okay? So you might want to look up where the moon is at, right now in the astrology and how that's affecting your chart. But whatever the case may be, you are exactly where you need to be right now. Perhaps going out into nature, being by yourself, being alone, connecting with animals, will help give you some support that you may be lacking at this time as well. Okay, and not all of you are lacking that. Some of you do have a strong support system. Okay, but at the end of the day, not everybody can understand what you're going through, not even your partner. Because if you are the one who is going to be carrying, or who was carrying and then experienced a loss, you feel it not only on an emotional and spiritual level, but also on a physical level. Okay, so even though people around you might also be grieving, they may not be experiencing exactly what you are experiencing, okay, or fully, deeply understand, the full spectrum of that. So know that what you're going through is normal, okay, and try to find people that can relate. And if you can't find anybody who can relate to exactly what you're going through through a support group or what have you, then please seek out individual counseling, because you deserve to have the type of support that you need at this time. And, some of you may not be getting that fully. So just honor yourself, honor your feelings, trust your intuition with this. Take a time out if you need it, ground yourself, go buy some water or flowers, or into a garden or a park. Try to get out into nature, do something to connect with yourself and with that child, okay? That might help you heal as well. Okay, next we have messages from heaven. This is from the Talking to Heaven deck, and we will see exactly what your child wants you to know, okay? So we have, we are soulmates. Yes, you have that very special bond with your child, and that will never go away. That bond is always there, okay? You are meant to connect with this child and with the child's energy. Just because they are not here in the physical does not mean that you are not still connected. We have, I will always point you in the right direction. So your child is one of your spirit guides. They're guiding you, they're with you, because some of you might be trying to go down a new path towards parenthood at this time, and maybe you're questioning it, maybe you're doubting it, maybe you're just still grieving and not feeling ready for it. Whatever it is, they're saying, don't worry, Mom, don't worry, because I will always be there to help you. Okay, so they're gonna help you, okay, on whatever path that you're going down right now. Okay, the last message for you guys is, I am sorry, please forgive me. So this child wants you to know that they are very aware of the love that you have for them and how much you want them and wish that they were there with you right now. And they want to share their apologies. They want your forgiveness, and they know that you don't hold on to any anger towards them. They know that you're just angry at life, perhaps, for the way things worked out, which were ultimately out of your control. But they also want your forgiveness because, as some of you know, we all sign up for a certain path in this life. And yes, even children that pass away young or even before they are born, they sign up for that. That's part of their soul's contract. And it's to teach us lessons in love, in life, in relationships. But even so, they feel your pain and they want to share that they are with you. They are here to help guide you and to please forgive me. Please forgive the situation so that you can learn to be happy again in your life and create a brighter future. They're saying this is not the end. This is just the beginning. They don't want you to give up. They are always going to be with you, and they are your soulmates, and that will never change. But they do want you to be happy. So please try to forgive and try to let go of the pain, even though it may be hard. They want you to live your life to the fullest, knowing that they are there with you every step of the way. And so it is. Hi, pile number 2. Thank you for joining. My apologies for the shadows and for the shakiness. I am doing this video old school, holding my cell phone here, so please bear with me. But these messages are truly, truly important right now, and I felt an urge to do these messages today. So I hope that you will take these messages with you, because your baby in spirit has a message for you right now. Okay, so we're just going to start first with the angel card. This is from the Archangel Oracle card deck, and see exactly who is working with your child right now and what they want you to know. Okay, and you guys have Archangel Zadkiel. Notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. Clairaudience. So your baby is speaking to you through sound. That can be through music or through words or conversations or sentences that you hear from other people, from conversations, or even on TV or through a movie. Pay attention to what you are hearing. Listen carefully, they're saying. Some of you have been getting signs and noticing symbols and signs in your mind and your hearts. You may even be getting messages in your dreams from your loved ones that have passed. You may even be hearing or dreaming of your child at this time. Or there might be a lot of people around you who are just talking about them lately. Okay, this can bring mixed feelings, I'm getting, when you hear things that remind you of them, of that child that you lost. But they're saying, don't let this bring you down. This is a sign that I'm here with you and I'm guiding you. I want you to remember me. I want you to talk about me. I want you to hear what I'm trying to say. That song that came on, that was meant for you. I made sure that you were there at the right moment to hear it. My love for you is translated through sound, so listen carefully. I want you to hear me. I want you to know that I'm always with you and that I'm by your side. So listen, listen. Some of you are not listening. Some of you are making excuses for what you're hearing or not recognizing the signs. They're saying, stop that. Believe in me. Believe that I am still there. Okay? They're also telling me that this tree has a deeper meaning for this pile, for pile number 2. There's something about this tree. For some of you, I might have been buried there. There might be a grave with my name on it near a beautiful tree. I'm getting an oak tree, but it doesn't have to be that. But they're saying the tree of life. They want you to remember that word, life. They want you to remember that trees are strong. And even though they are deeply rooted into the ground, they also have beautiful branches and leaves that reach up to the sky. That energy is still there, and they are reaching out to hug you right now. They are reaching out to let you know that when you do surround yourself with nature, with trees, when you look up to the sky and think about them, they are with you in that very moment. When you look at the leaves, at the trees, or even at the plants or the flowers, they are with you. So they're saying you need to ground yourself more. They want you to sit down next to the tree. They're saying a lot of you are going to visit me in other ways, but they want you to visit them in a different way. So that means not necessarily physically going to where they are buried. And now this is not going to apply to all of you, because some of you, this could have been a miscarriage or other type of loss. But for some reason, pile 2, I'm getting a lot of you here have experienced a physical loss where this child, you knew this child, you held them, okay? Even if for a few seconds, a few minutes, you held them, you knew them. Or this could have been a child that was older and then passed, too soon, before their time. But they're saying they want you to connect in other ways. They want you to connect spiritually. They want you to sit down and feel the earth beneath you and know that they are with you. They want you to ground your energy, because I'm seeing a lot of anxiety. I'm feeling a lot of anxiety right now around this message. A lot of pain, deep sadness, grief. And that is okay. That is normal. But they want you to release it. They want you to allow yourself to feel what you're feeling, but they also want you to know that they are still here and they are sending you messages, okay? They want you to remember that it's okay to be happy again. They want you to know that it's okay to do the things that you used to enjoy. Some of you, this does involve trees or nature, okay? Okay, so let's get to the next cards here. Now this is direct messages from your child that has passed over. Okay, this is from the Talking from Heaven deck. Okay, so we're going to start with the first card here. Believe in yourself. You can do it. Okay, they want you to take a leap of faith somewhere in your life. They want you to believe in yourself. Okay, they want you to believe in your life, your happiness, your future. They want you to have faith and, know that you can overcome this. And that does not mean forgetting. That does not mean, that you can't still feel sad and grieve this loss. They know that they were important to you. But it means that you don't need to stay stuck in it, okay? They want you to be happy. They want you to be happy now. So the next message is beautiful, and here's more nature symbols. I send you loving signs through nature. Pay attention to butterflies and to flowers. They're saying you might see a butterfly, and that's a message from them that they want you to be like the butterfly. They want you to transform your energy, okay? And part of that is going to happen through grounding yourself, getting out into nature again, doing things you enjoy again, and allowing yourself to find some sort of happiness again, okay? They want you to be happy. Last but not least, this is lovely. Your child wants you to know there is no such thing as death, okay? They are still with you. Even if their physical body is not here, their spirit is still very much alive through nature and through guidance, okay? And remember, pay attention to what you hear, okay? Believe in yourself. Believe that there is nothing wrong with being happy again. They want you to be happy, and they want you to learn to accept this passing because they don't want it to hold you back anymore. Okay? And so it is. Hi, Pile 3. Thank you for joining me. My apologies for the shadows and for the shakiness. I am doing this reading old school today, holding my cell phone, okay? But the messages that are coming through are very significant right now. If you are watching this, there's a message that your child wants you to know, okay? Whether that child was lost in this physical life or whether they were never actually born. This could have been through a miscarriage. This could have been an ambiguous loss. maybe losing something that you thought was going to happen. You thought you were pregnant and then you weren't. This could also be a real loss, a physical manifestation of death where you held the child, and they may have passed, or it could have been even later in life, in their childhood life, where they passed. Okay, whatever the case may be, the rose is significant here for you. And the rose is a symbol of love. So they want you to know that they are sending their love to you. We're going to get started now. And before we get into these other cards, we're going to start with an angel card here. This is the Archangel Oracle deck, and see which angel is working with your child right now and what exactly they want you to know. Oh, wow. So you guys have Archangel Michael. Crystal clear intentions. Be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. Wow, so Archangel Michael is working with your child. That is a very powerful archangel, one of protection, of guidance, and of manifestation. So your baby really wants you to, clear your mind and your heart so that you can set attention to your goals and manifest them, okay? So let's see what we have now. This is direct messages from heaven, from the Talking with Heaven deck. Okay, and the first message we have for you is, I am with the rest of the family. So your child is not alone, okay? Some of you fear, you wonder, where are they? Are they being taken care of on the other side? Are they with my loved ones, my ancestors? And the answer is yes, they are. They are not alone. They are still very much with you, and the rest of the lineage of your family is supporting them, okay? So they are not alone. All right, that's a very important message. I have a new understanding. Yes, so their awareness of life now has expanded on the other side. They are learning on the other side. Okay, I'm getting some of you may have lost a child in a way that you had hoped that you could have prevented, okay? This is not going to apply to all of you, but I am seeing sudden death, sudden death, or even suicide, okay? Unfortunately, I am seeing that right now, or it could have been from an accident, something that happened suddenly, something that was unexpected, okay? This could have even been a stillbirth. It was something very unexpected, okay? And I'm getting that this was tremendously, tremendously hard for you and the family to process this, to grieve this, to accept this loss, okay? They're saying there's nothing more you could have done, okay? I am on the other side because I need to learn now. The family is helping me on the other side to understand my actions, both on this earth and now, okay? Because they're saying they are still learning, but they have also grown, okay? And they're saying, I know you don't want to believe this, but everything does happen for a reason, okay? I know you didn't want me to leave when I left. I know it was too soon. And I know to you, it felt like a huge heartbreak, and it still breaks you every single day. But they're saying, Mom, Dad, whoever's listening, this is teaching me. This is part of my life's path to learn and to help others around me learn. They're saying there are lessons that even you need to learn from this, and that they will meet you again on the other side, okay? So just know that they are very aware of what happens, but they are also taking responsibility for what happens, okay? There's nothing that you could have done to prevent it. They're saying they want you to forgive yourself because there's nothing you could have done. I'm also seeing some crosses for some of you. They're saying church, for some of you, could be helpful For others, it could be unhelpful. I know that's confusing, but I'm saying they want you to have faith, but they also want you to trust your inner wisdom, your inner guidance at this time, okay? So make sense of that what you will. And then last but not least, they are saying, if I had only known then what I know now, wow, I would have lived differently. And I am seeing these cards as you are seeing them. So this very much aligns with the messages I was channeling, okay? If I had only known then what I know now, I would have lived differently. They are acknowledging that they may have taken life for granted. They may have taken you for granted. Okay, they may have just not known any better, but they do know now. And like I said, they have learned, they have grown, they will continue to grow and have a new understanding, okay? So that in the next life, they will not make the same mistakes. So they want you to know that, okay? And again, Archangel Michael is helping them heal and letting you know that they are protected on the other side. They will come out of this stronger, but they also want you to be strong, okay? They want you to know that everything works out the way it's supposed to. And even though they know you don't want to hear this right now, and how could I even say that, you know? It's an unfathomable type of loss, what some of you have experienced. And honestly, any type of grief or loss is indescribable, and you really cannot compare. But they know, and they want you to know that there is an ultimate purpose for this, for all of this, even if you don't get it right now, even if it doesn't make sense, okay? Someday you will get it. Someday you will understand the lesson, the bigger lesson, and what it teaches you as well in your life. What blessings it will bring you in the future to help you be a more mindful, compassionate person, and to maybe even help others with what you've experienced, with what you've learned, with your pain that you've been through. So just know that it's all happening for a reason, but they are safe. Okay, they are safe. So rest your heart knowing that they are okay. Okay, that's the main message for you guys. And may peace be with you all. And so it is.